February 5th is Election Day throughout Cook County. Thank you for joining us, and not just Cook County, but the entire state of Illinois. And one of the things that, generally speaking, whether a person's independent or old school politician, there's a pretty much of an agreement that we are very fortunate to have a really terrific clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County in what is the first or second largest court system. Somebody who's really unusual for many elected officials, really equipped experience-wise and qualification-wise to do a great job in office. And I believe she's running for her third term right now.
I am.
And that is the clerk of the Circuit Court, Dorthy Brown.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great, Ira. Thank you.
Well, first of all, thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you here. And, there's you've basically taken that office from the Stone Age to the day of modern computers.
Yes, yes. When I first took office, we knew that the mainframe computers, as well the software and the hardware, were both woefully outdated, and we have been working diligently over the years to make sure that we were able to bring it into the 21st century, and we plan to even do even more in our next term.
Now, for people, you don't have any opposition, do you?
I don't have any opposition this time.
Well, which is fine. As a matter of fact, that's the way it should be. But I still want to run over your qualifications because people should know that, I remember the first time you ran, it's like, I remember reading an editorial, I think in the Tribune, saying it's like, what's she doing running for this office? She's really qualified.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. So, let's go down, okay. Now, you're a lawyer?
I'm an attorney, yes.
Okay. CPA?
A certified public accountant, yes.
Okay, computer expert?
I minored in computer science in undergrad, yes.
Okay.
And have a master's in business administration and finance.
Oh, that's the one I forgot.
Yes, yes.
So that tends to actually be good qualifications for most things in life.
Absolutely. And, as I was listening to the qualification of the various presidential candidates, I think Mitt Romney was one of the ones that was an attorney, has an MBA, and several of them have qualifications of that nature. So I said, wow. I have pretty good qualifications.
So
and even stack up against president. Well, I'm not saying I'm running for president, but I'm running for re-election as clerk of the court.
Well, that sounds good. And people don't even begin to realize you've got a tremendously large number of employees.
I do, and they work very hard. And however, we have started to have some budget cuts over the years that have reduced the number of employees, and it's starting to have an effect on our customer service. That's why I've been fighting so hard to make sure that the county board does not cut this budget this year.
And I'm very glad to see that. So I think it's important. I had a chance to actually, about a year ago, to get a look at the system from a different standpoint than I ever had before.
Did you?
I actually got called for jury duty. And if you figure, okay, Dick Devine lives 3 blocks away, and I have you, I didn't even, people call me all the time, I got this, can you fix it? You've got these people on the show. I don't even think about it. I would never pick up the phone. I actually went down, and to my surprise, I was actually picked for a jury.
Is that right?
And I have to tell you that I was very impressed by the system. I was down at 26th in California. It was a minor nuisance case. Mm-hmm. The guy stole $19 worth of hair care products from a Walgreens. Mm-hmm. He was on videotape, but he wanted his day in court.
$19?
$19, I'm not kidding. And as a matter of fact, the judge explained afterwards that he actually had 29 convictions, but never never for $100. It was all, I guess class, I'm not familiar with the term, but very minor misdemeanor stuff.
And they did a jury trial for a Class A?
Well, he insisted on it.
He insisted on a jury trial, okay.
Yeah.
Was he found guilty?
Oh, yeah, and we didn't even have to scratch our heads. It was so ridiculous, it wasn't even funny.
So what was it, about a half-an-hour case or something?
Well, by the time, they had to pick the jury, and he also had screening. He was his own, I forgot to say, he was his own lawyer. And it was pretty obvious. Well, first of all, he actually was wearing the clothes that was on the videotape, which was 2 months. For 2 months, he'd been sitting in Cook County Jail, and that was, I think he wanted the 2 months of bed and board.
Oh, wow.
But that was, the guy, I guess the guy watched too many TV shows. He saw Law and Order, and I guess he figured he could do something with it. Interestingly, the judge told us that the time before he had requested a jury trial also, and they actually, with the similar evidence, let him go.
Oh, the jury did?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So I guess he thought maybe he would just luck out again.
Could be. Well, I do know this, that there were some very intelligent people in the jury, and it was interesting to work with a cross-section of people in that sort of atmosphere. Mm-hmm. And also, to see how the clerk's office was functioning together with the court and all that, and it just so many different branches of government came together, and everything was so smooth. It was very nice.
Is that right? We have been working, I've been working with the Chief Judge's Office, the state's attorneys, the public defender, all of the different public safety agencies over the last few months, working with a committee that actually Reverend Byron Brazier of Apostolic Church of God put together in an effort to look at the system as a whole to see how we can make that more efficient. And I actually chair the Cook County Integrated Criminal Justice Committee, which actually looks at the computer systems as a whole and the business processes of these various organizations in an effort to make sure that we're reducing redundant data entry, that we're running more efficiently, and the like, and that we're properly using technology in the system. So there are a lot of things that we've been doing to make the criminal justice system run more efficiently, and I'm on the Cook County Judiciary Advisory Council, which actually I met with them this morning, and that committee deals directly with jail overcrowding. We also have the Illinois State Police as a part of the Chicago Police Department, the suburban police departments as a part of that, Illinois Department of Corrections as a part of that, and the sheriff, in an effort to make sure that finding ways to reduce jail overcrowding. The Duran decree is what we work diligently on in that particular council.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Sonny and I did cover a day of a hearing of the Illinois IGES. I don't remember.
You sure did.
Yeah.
IGES. That's right, because I'm a vice chairman of the IGES.
Right. You ran the meeting and all that, and I want to just tell people that the Illinois Integrated Justice Information System.
That's right.
And your efforts to get all the different law enforcement agencies and all the different branches of courts and all that throughout the state on the same level, and to be able to have information available from one to the next.
And we want them to be able to have this information immediately in the police cars. But in order to do that, and when you're talking about that many different agencies, you have to set standards so that as we are working on and working with various vendors and putting in our computer systems, if each vendor is given a standard to program by, when we start to integrate our information, then we don't have that big of a problem to do so.
And it makes a difference. I've interviewed a number of law enforcement people who have emphasized the importance of having that kind of information, particularly if somebody's in a car and they've got somebody who's really a dangerous character pulled over for a traffic ticket. That's the sort of thing that will let you know right away.
Well, it came to light even more, and I have been working on putting together a Cook County Integrated Justice System, and I believe IGES, the Illinois Integrated Justice System, was in process. But it came to light even more with 911. Some of those individuals that flew into that tower to the World Trade Center, they had actually been stopped. But if you have this agency, police agency, not knowing what has occurred in other areas, then you can't connect that information.
Yeah, I really wish we could talk for another 20 minutes, but I've got two other guests on the show too. But what is your ballot number?
My ballot number is 62. So I want everyone to remember to go to the polls. Yes, I may be unopposed, but I need you to go to the polls and vote for Dorthy Brown. I want you to make a statement. Those votes speak volumes as to the importance of my going forward, and it will set a mandate for my going forward and being able to continue to bring this court system into the 21st century.
And I know I'll be personally pressing 62 myself, marking it, and I know the publisher of Jewish Chicago, I know he told me you're being endorsed. That's me, by the way. And if you go to our TV show website, you can get the direct link to it. And it's for free all over the place. But at the point we're on already, it might be gone from many of the stores. But I want to thank you very much. Clerk of the Circuit Court, Dorthy Brown, very distinguished, running for a third term. I want to say hi to Melvin, and thank you very much for bringing the clerk here. We do appreciate. Thanks, Sonny. And I'm cutting into the other guest time. So anyway, Thank you so much for being here.
Very good. Thank you.
And please vote for Dorthy Brown come Election Day. Thank you.